It's lap 3, my heart rate is maxed, my power definitely isn't. Getting dropped mid-race sucks. So how did I get here? Hey, welcome back to Zwift View from Mid-Pack. This is Pete. Usually I'm looking forward to these races, ready to go, expecting to do my best, but I had spent the last 3 days before this one sick with the cold in bed, not doing any training, so we'll see how bad this one gets and see how long I can stick with the pack. Coming into this one, we were sitting third for the round. It's a short round this time, just 4 races, but we're hoping to hold on to that one. If things all lined up and things worked out perfectly, we might be able to jump into second, but we just wanted to stick to that third. So tonight in the Pen for Coalition, we had myself, Jacob, Mike, Ashley, Josh, and Tim. Tim started out with a dropout. You can see some of the messages in the chat there, but he stuck in, kept going. Josh announced early in the race that he had the biggest, greasiest burger in recent history, and me with the cold, it wasn't looking too great for jumping up spots. So let's just see how much we could hold on and see what we could do to on this race. So we've got 5 laps of double span spin, which is pretty much consistently up and down. We have a Manhattan sprint segment that's more of a draggy climb than sort of a pure sprint segment, and we had the Brooklyn Bridge KOM. So that was the lead in there, just up to the sprint banner. We managed to drop a few people already, surprisingly. That's not a good sign, but you can see from the profile it's basically up and down, up and down. There are no real flat sections here. There are FDS points available on all the segments, top 5 for the race. Those often come on the first lap in a lot of these races, and then people kind of settle in. So we'll see how it goes here. I'm still feeling okay. Lap 1, I'm trying to get as many points as I possibly can before I die. There I did get some decent FAL points for the team. I think I was 7th for FTS, which isn't going to do much for the team, unfortunately, but still holding on to the first group here, which is a good sign because we're down to 25. Now we keep repeating, like I said, it's up and down. The profile doesn't really give you any respite at all. Here I'm starting to dangle off the back early, just in lap 2, or at the start of lap 2. So starting to struggle. The heart rate is quite high. You can look from my facial expressions in the bottom left-hand corner that I am not feeling great. So back up again. So if we do this downhill and kind of hopefully slingshot up to get going. I'm trying to hold on to my feather here for when I really, really need it. Just fighting to stay with the group. Again, dangling here, already in lap 2. But managing to make it back on as everyone lets up after the fight for the points. So we've got a second group here, but then we quickly merge up into the first group. It really is kind of more of like an interval training session where you've got a 2-minute effort and like a 3.5-minute effort, and then rest in between. It's just a matter if you can stick with that group in the in-between. Here again, Manhattan sprint at the end of the lap, just barely holding on. I've got a small group here in front of me. Let's see if they'll bring me back, and luckily they do. Like I said, everyone kind of sits up in between the segments. We have a few about a kilometer and a bit before the climb. Luckily this rider from Sisu is really wanting to bridge back up, and I'm able to take advantage of that draft. Otherwise I would have been out of the back pretty quickly. And so just bridging up here, just before we hit the downhill for the Brooklyn Bridge KOM, it's not looking good. Heart rate's already at 180, even on this downhill here. Stretching out the back. At this point, I'm actually hoping to drop off and sort of join a second group. I'll see what I can do, but yeah, honestly, at this point, I just wanted to hope that the front group would kind of really push away. So let's see if that happens. See if I can hold on here. And nope, that is the elastic snapped for me. So let's skip ahead to the later in the lap where I got in with this group and joined them. Rather than kind of push off and try to ride solo for a long time, I just sat up, joined into a group. So here I'm just trying to recover, catch my breath, and try to survive to the end of the race. Occasionally there's some pushes here from some of the guys in the group. Again, there's FAL all the way down, so it does it can make a difference between, like, let's say 24th and 27th on a climb or on one of the segments. Here O'Neill goes up. I think he may be trying to bridge the group ahead of us. That's tantalizingly close. Sort of they've gone from 10 seconds up to 14 as they push across to get some of those segment points. But given we're a larger group here behind, it does look like we will catch up. Again, I'm being a pretty lazy passenger at this point, just wanting to get through to the end of the race and not have to do it riding my own individual time trial off the back. So we managed to catch and pass a few. So a few of the Rhino riders, which was the team that was just behind us, we wanted to make sure that we held them off for points so we could hold on to third. Now we're going in. Finally, it's the last lap. I'm incredibly happy that this race is almost over. It was a good course choice for a points race because it did break things up. There were multiple groups on the road. It's just the pain that I was going through after being sick for a few days and not having any time on the bike to come into a really long 1 hour race with multiple segments fighting through. Here I did put in an effort just to catch the guy who's off the front, which probably ends up hurting me in the end. I probably should have held off given the length of that climb, but just, again, mistakes were made all around. Here coming through, and just this group just happens to get off the front. I don't have the energy to pull. As for most of the race, I didn't have the energy to bridge any gaps. And so now it's just sort of the final kilometer and a bit, seeing if I can maximize whatever points I possibly can coming into this sprint. Like I said, more of an uphill, long 1 kilometer drag than a sprint. So see what I've got left in the tank. And here you can see I can't even get out of the saddle. It's a seated sprint coming up on the Sisu rider here. Almost passing him, 100 meters to go, 85, 75. He puts in a little bit of a dig. I put a little bit of dig. Photo finish. What is the verdict? I somehow came in ahead of him. It must have been a tire width at most, but I will take it. So that's the end of the season. So for Epiphany, we had Jacob and Mike finished great. 4th and 9th over the line. I was 19th, 33rd for Josh, 37th for Ashley, and Tim was 40th. And we managed to hold on to 3rd place for the round. Thanks again for watching. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, or even better, subscribe. I'll see you next round.